From fine art, we now turn our attention to the illusionary arts and a group of performers and magicians who are looking to legitimize their craft. Salima Saeed stepped on stage in Dubai to bring us this report.
Making something out of nothing is what aspiring professional magician Suhail Al Bastaki excels at. The 28-year-old Emirati practices manipulation magic, a branch of the illusionary arts that plays with light and hidden gadgets to create a dramatic performance. Audiences in his country, he says, are surprised to see an Emirati magician, as some in the region associate the craft with mysticism and the dark arts.
As soon as they see my magic day and sleight of hand, they would say that it's a black magic. And it has really nothing to do with this. This is all about skills and it's all about practicing.
Suhail has been developing his skills for the past 8 years. Trained in South Korea, he practices at least 7 hours a day and performs at theaters across the UAE. While Middle East magicians are not common, emerging from the conservative kingdom of Saudi Arabia and onto the world stage is the illusionist Mamdouh Al-Marzouqi, known publicly as the Great Mumdo. In 2013, he received the Merlin Award, the Oscars equivalent for magic. When he started performing in 2010, the former brand manager says he would only entertain at private parties. Yet that changed as Saudi Arabia began to liberalize its cultural offerings in recent years. At one performance in Jeddah, he made a helicopter appear out of nowhere, which took him about a year to perfect. Mumdo says it's not about the size of the act, but connecting with people by defying their sense of reality, even with a simple card trick. Such demonstrations have helped audiences in the kingdom be more accepting of performers like himself.
Now I'm much more relaxed when I'm telling people that, I'm a magician. Before, 10 years ago, I was a little bit nervous telling people that, I was a magician, because people would just, disappear.
And as the kingdom and other countries in the region are opening up to the idea of magic and other creative arts, performance communities in the UAE are becoming more visible. And they've banded together to support, protect, and learn from one another, meeting up once every other week. Both seasoned and aspiring entertainers gather here at the home of Flow to showcase their talents and share stories of work challenges they face. Launched almost 7 years ago, the creative community of ribbon dancers, flow artists, and light wielders now has around 40 members. One of its founders is Dutch-Tunisian Salina Baku, a yoga instructor turned professional hula hooper who is able to spin around 30 rings at a time. Salina is also a contortionist and not afraid to play with fire, saying that while the life of a performer can be financially unstable, a 9-to-5 job is too mundane.
When you get amazing energy from the audience, it is one of the nicest feelings in the world. Honestly, that's what drives me, is going there and seeing the audience really happy and giving a killer show.
Replacing talent agents who can charge a hefty fee, many of these performers rely on mobile apps to do the same job, which provides greater contract transparency so users don't have to chase employers to get paid. An issue magician and fire flow dancer of 10 years, Suhail Khouri, knows all too well, prompting him to develop an app guaranteeing performers a next-day payment.
There wasn't any real transparency on what the market price for each act was, so people would try to rip you off, like pay you less while making a ton of money off you. That's one of the main needs that I felt needed to be fulfilled.
With its tech solution, Suhail is giving back to the Home of Flow community, which is celebrating one of its last gatherings ever, as the permanent residents of the house are moving out. But this won't stop the band of brothers and sisters from supporting one another, members say, from dawn until dusk.